One Day from Logic.
Thanks, guys. Thank you.
Man, that's that. I love that. The two of you sound great on that.
Thank you.
together.
Ryan's the bomb. We did that song in 20 minutes the first time we met.
He's just a master. He's magical. He's so great and talented.
He's the Seacrest of music.
I like that.
Yeah, he really
does
is
it all.
impressive.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm curious. So that's off of Logic's new album. Is there a deliberate narrative in the track list on this album?
I mean, I think it's very important to definitely just kind of like pace, make sure there's proper pacing, and I want to get certain things across. So like, for example, the track "Thank You," which is the intro, is basically a thank you to all the fans who have followed me through everything, from the trap to the boom bop, exactly, to the hip hop. And I actually featured my fans on that song. I had them call from all over the world,
cool.
which is really fun. So that kind of then going into like the more storytelling. Yeah, I mean, there's ups and downs of like my come up and where I am now, and how fame and crazy stuff like that can affect you in both negative and positive ways. So yeah, definitely.
Do you like the fame?
Yeah, it's pretty dope, but there's like levels. Like it's like it's amazing. I was just talking to my my manager Christian about this, and I was like, it's wild because there's validation that we find in certain things. You know what I mean? There's people like you could do a post on Instagram and it gets you 500,000 likes, but you could walk outside and nobody really knows who you are, or you could sell 100,000 copies of an album, but you could go and tour arenas. So it's just one of those things that's really odd about like validation. You know what I mean? So it's like fame itself is kind of like a drug, and I've really I don't do a lot of press. You know what I mean? That's why I love to come here, because you guys, you're respectful, you're awesome, you ask great questions, but it's like fame, it's a scary thing.
So you say you don't do a lot of press because it's just not comfortable?
I mean, a majority. Yeah, you got to understand. Like a lot of the people, it's clickbait, it's headlines, it's this, it's that.
Yeah,
it's
right.
What you say is one soundbite.
Yeah, like if I go, oh wow, I really love doing Seacrest, it's so awesome to be here with you guys. Then somebody could be like, Logic hates all media except for blah blah blah, and it's just like, jeez, man.
So true.
It's okay. You can admit it. It's fine.
Yeah.
What about putting these songs together, this album together? Did it come fast? Did it flow fast?
Well, I'm working on a few albums, so that's how I always work. I always work on a few albums at the same time.
Simultaneous.
Oh,
Yeah,
interesting.
Yeah, but I pace myself, So for example, like I had a lot of these songs for YS4 done before Bobby Tarantino 2, which came out earlier this year, was done. So I've had songs like Ordinary Day with Haley Steinfeld, which I know you love, is over 3 years old. You know
and
what I mean?
do you sort of say, all right, this is going to go in the in the bank, in the pool, and I don't know where it's going to live yet?
Well, no, because there's like I said, there's many sides. Like I truly want to be known and remembered as one of the most diverse artists of my generation. So to be able to have fun pop records, like unapologetically, like that's what I want to do. Like I want to work with a lot of people. I was talking to Ryan Tedder. We're working on something. I won't get too into it, but like there's a lot of artists and writers and singers and pop producers and people that I want to work with. So it's like I could do a pop album, then a super boom bap album like this. And so if I'm in the mood to do a fun song with Haley Steinfeld, it's like that's probably going to go in the pop section, you might think.
Right.
But then sometimes it's fun to kind of throw a wrench in things and throw it on a super hip hop boom bap album like this. So
I'll never forget, Sissany, when he came in for the first time in person.
Yep.
I remember we were talking about 1-800, and I remember you saying, look, this is strong and powerful, and I am thrilled that it's had the impact, but I want to be known for a lot of different things.
Definitely.
I don't want people to think Logic and think this is the kind of food he cooks every night.
Yeah.
Like I want the food court. I want all the different counters.
Yeah, it's a scary thing too, because it's just wild. Like, because if you're known for something, it's like you don't want to be that one guy or that. But I don't think so, because I don't think I'd very respectfully, like I don't think I'd be doing arenas if it was just a one song guy.
No
I don't think they'd be sitting there for 2.5 hours.
No,
sometimes.
I think that's the beauty. But I remember that was like one of those things.
Yeah, it was huge.
You said so clearly to me.
Yeah.
Was that I promise you, I'm gonna be known for a lot of different things.
Yeah, 100%. And I'm over here like I'm so excited doing a book deal, and in fiction too, not just about my life. I'm working on my second novel now, which I'm really excited about, and just like venturing out, doing a film, which I can't wait to really talk about.
What is the movie about?
It's a comedy that I wrote and that I'm starring in, and I'm really excited. And I'm working with, so it's already picked up. We already did the deal. I just can't.
You can't tell us who's in it.
Do you need any
can't talk
athletes?
too much.
Because I'm waiting for a big break.
Yeah, let's go. Let's do it. Here we
I don't know
go.
if it's an athletic movie or not, but
I want to ask you a serious question. So you rap really fast for
Thanks.
me. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know. And is there anything that maybe before a show can hinder your rap? Like if you eat honey
soy
or
sauce.
like soy sauce or like
Like,
something
if I
that'll
have
like
soy
you
sauce
can I
before
can't
the
have
radio show,
milk.
I
Or,
can't.
I think the only thing, all right, so here's something that's really weird that I've noticed. It doesn't necessarily hinder just fast rapping, but rapping in general, is now that I'm very comfortable. So, like, the first time I did Ellen, for example, I was like freaking out.
Oh, okay. So nerves would get to you a little bit.
But it was like I was freaking out and my mouth would be really dry, but that makes it easier to rap.
Oh, dry
Really?
mouth.
Yeah, so then like now that I'm like when I was at the Garden, I was at Madison Square Garden, but I've been doing this for so many years that now that I'm finally there, and it was like the 10th show. So any jitters, I think we started in Boston. So any jitters like of like, oh, we're on the tour is out like the first 2 days, like you're done. So truly it's just like having a mouthful of spit. I know that sounds weird because I'm like rapping and rapping and rapping and rapping and going and going and going and going and going and going, and it's like that's one thing that can like really mess with it.
Like when we talk, sometimes we stumble. Do you ever stumble in a rap?
Yeah, it happens. It does happen. I used to beat myself up about
If you
it
did it
when I was younger. Like, but I realized, we're human.
I feel like if you stumble in one of his raps, like you lose your place. Like how do you?
Oh my gosh.
Like, how do I get back in?
Oh,
How
you
do I
want to
get
know
back
something?
in?
You want to know a fun secret? So I've never told anybody this. It's not a bad thing. So basically, what I do is I'll rap, and in my in-ears, very low, tucked, are what I call safety vocals.
Okay.
So basically, you have like tracks which has all the music on it playing on the computer, and then one of the tracks muted to the audience, but that I can hear is if I'm like, yo, it's Logic, what's up? Yo, it's Logic, what's up? I can hear that here, so that if I'm going and rapping and I fumble or I mess up or somebody in the crowd passes out, I can hear that, and then I'm like, oh wait, and then I just listen for a millisecond, and then I know where I am, and then I come right
you can
back.
pick back up. So the audience doesn't hear the track. You only hear the track.
Yeah, only I hear the track, just in case. It's just like we call it safety vocals. So I can still recite all the lyrics.
Yeah, but she's right. Like there is a velocity
to
those
like,
raps, which is so fun. I mean, it's like so cool to watch because that's part of the art.
It's pretty fun. Yeah, I love it. I do enjoy it. It's a very, like, especially on this song, on this album, I have a song called 100 Miles and Running, where I kind of display like the syllable ability, as I like to call it. It's really fun. But I had this rap that I did when I was 15, and I brought it. I would always do it with the audience, and it's I'm ripping and living and striving to kill it, to rip it. He calling it, going, he flowing, he pursuing it, doing it, moving and grooving and stopping it, rocking it, right? But that's very simple. Now, and it might not seem like no, but it is. It's simple because it's like ripping and living and striving. But then I have another song called Gang Related, where I'm really painting the picture of like everything that my brothers went through, living in the streets and like all this stuff. And that one is get down or lay down, hit you with the Beretta, you better stay down. Straight shots on the playground, living how I'm living with the life that I'm giving. Anybody that's riding with me, I'm riding with them. Show me the enemy. So it'll be get down or lay down, hit you with the Beretta, you better stay down. Straight shots on the playground, living how I'm living with the life that I'm giving. Anybody that's riding with me, I'm riding with them. Show me the enemy and I'm hit him the second I bit him. I get him and hit him with the venom. I don't need to pretend I never do it. I knew it, already been through it. I do it for the street, for the fan, for the 25-10, 25-27. Can I get one more there? No, I'm just kidding.
Sold.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. Yeah, thank you.
It's amazing, dude. I'm so happy for you. I know you've got a lot of things going on, a lot of irons in the fire. We look forward to the next project. YS4 is out from Logic, and we're coming back.